Good morning from Val Gardena in the Dolomites. On a nice little cross-country expedition today. Adventure if you like. Repair kit this time and hope nothing goes wrong. Don't think we'll see many other mountain bikers, but should see hikers. So it's pretty good temperature here, even though we're up almost 2,000 meters. But the weather forecast is great for today. So the first part of this ride I've never biked before, walked along here, but the whole first section is really not ridden very much by people, but it's a cross-country route that goes to Badia, and after that it's known territory on the way back. So there will be a lot of climbing, but we'll be using lifts on the way home. Any little hill at this altitude just kills you. Thin air, not used to it. Riding at 2,000 meters. So a panorama. We're looking at the Odal group and the biggest one, Rascieasa. And then the next one, if I point to it, that's Rasciesa, where the cable car goes up to. And then coming round, you've got the Odal group, the Sella group, and then Sassolongo, Sassopiatto. In the very, very background, you might just make out the tip of the Marmolada. Coming round, there's the rose garden over there. You plan your route on a 2D map, try and look at it in 3D, but until you actually start doing it, you just don't get how awesome it is up here. Buongiorno! Buongiorno! I know you'd love me to pet you, wouldn't you? You'll let me squeeze by. Grazie! What a view, eh? Buongiorno! 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 Descending now to the Brogles hut. Might just hear the cowbells. Got a lot of descent now, which is a shame because after that we've got a lot of climbing to do. Never keen on this man-made path fixing. Seems to be more hard work. So I'm going to drop down through the forest and pick up the trail at the bottom. So I might not film down here because it could be a bit busy riding, a little bit of it. You've got to keep remembering that the brakes are the other way around to a UK bike. Front brake on the left, that's the Euro standard. If you hear a load of clattering, unfortunately this bike has got a stand, something I could really do without. But the one without a stand was, battery wasn't fully charged. Oh, well, be going nice and careful down here, turning left at some point soon. So here's where we split. Adolf Munkelweg to the right, and we're going down here, and we got to drop down some distance. Got to stop frequent rests and just enjoy the beauty and the peace and majesty of those mountains. They're strictly a footpath. I'm not going to mind walking bits because I cannot afford a whoopsie. I thought it would be hard, this section, and I could say, well, we've got all day, so don't mind going slow, except the only cut off is we need to get the lifts up from Corvara at the end. This might look easy, but it's steeper than it looks. I've just about walked 50% of that last bit. Thankfully, we've come to a track. Should be a lot easier than that. Coming up to a decision point. Which route? But it's just not obvious. Here we are. It's just not obvious which is. Oh, well, they marked it by bike. So I've reached the low point in that forest. We're at 1640 now, meters above sea level, and now it's a long climb. Wow. Constant climbing. I don't know where we're going over, the top of there somewhere. The Odals, and looking back to where we've come from, down through that big wood and into this valley of Funes, or Funes I think. Mountains in the distance. So we're onwards and upwards, and the steepest bit's yet to come. Maybe he's been up there. To see it now. First hut up there, I think that's the Gampenarm, and the track zigzags up to it. More climbing after that. That's a Marmot. Very recognisable sound. Can't see it though, need some binoculars. Now I can see the track, but it's not going to be easy to point out on the GoPro. It goes kind of a big zigzag, kind of along there, and then up over that rocky bit. Well, it's pretty awesome. Got 60% battery. Well, that's okay in auto. I'm further up than I thought. Rifugio Genova next, 10 minutes. And Gampenarm's down there in the valley. So a little oh, people riding down. Onwards and upwards turbo this time. And good job the track's wide, because it looks pretty exposed down there. I'm going to have to stop and have a quick gander. Evening turbo, I need a breather. Wow, awesome. Yes, we got it. We got it. Tuck in. Oh wow, look at that. Rifugio Genova. Well, after a much deserved lunch break at the shelter hut, Rifugio Genova, Italian, it's time to carry on. We have a choice here, and there's a route going over there, just over that lip, but it is marked as red, and I'm going to follow David's route. Looks like it's mainly down anyway. Let's look at that panorama. La Cruz over there above Badia. Wow, just wow. So we drop down to join that wiggly track in a minute. It's like being in an aircraft. What can you say? Yeah, we got to drop right the way down into the valley of Badia, and then it's plain sailing. Well, this is pretty memorable. Grazie, there's some more. Oh, we're still at 2,100 meters. We've got to drop down a long way. A battery, and this lovely little display of wooden mushrooms, if the GoPro can see them up in the trees there, and a few nice little seats. Just saw a load of mountain bikers coming down. So after this next little village, there's a bit of a climb, and then we'll be down proper into the valleys. Lots of little butterflies here. Beautiful, cracking day. Need a good day for doing a big adventure like this. Well, the little mushrooms were just the start of it. A beautiful display here in the trees. Snail shells. Marmot wildlife. Oh wow. Incredible display, and it just carries on. Beautiful. Cool. Incredible. We're down to 1700 now, and we're looking at a little village where we're passing through down there, something like the name of Longiaru or something like that. So we got to go through there, and then we've got a little climb to get up over a little pass to get down into Badia. But just notice all the brown trees. That's the bark beetle. Making hay up there. These guys making hay up here. This is what they got to contend with, very steep sided slopes. Awesome village. Here's one big beautiful church. we've come up against the landslide. We'll have to see if we can walk through it somehow. Well, I'm afraid it's absolutely impossible. Impassable and impossible, so I'll have to go back and do the other route. Oh, I'm nearly at the top of this Passo Juel. I've got very little battery left, down to 17%, and there's a fair way to go. Down at last. That's a great view of La Cruz. So you can look down there to, not sure if that's Badia directly, could be. And then the next one is La Villa. Okay, we're in Badia, and we've got a little bit further now on a cycle track, which is gently uphill. And then we're on the lift system, and it's all downhill. Problem of the day with road blocked off, or path blocked off, but we have to do it. I guess it all got washed away. A little bit of fun getting the bike in. Here we go. I didn't do much filming on all that section because from Badia up to Culvara I was almost out of battery, and it was so hot and it was just torture. Now it's all downhill. And we're looking at the cellar group. I'm going to try and see if I can ride down the road. Great, they've let the bicycles go, which means we shouldn't have traffic trouble. Unfortunately, the road's really chewed up because they're resurfacing it. Oh yeah, look at that. Brilliant, no traffic. Grazie mille. chase the cars. So there you go, a bike is faster downhill than a car. Well, car in a queue anyway. Not far now. In day here. High 20s down here. Now we're back